In this video, we'll be looking at a new feature of Plait, unavailability warnings, and how this feature can be used to simplify the task of reassigning visits in the event of a care worker absence. In this example, one of our care workers, Mandy Coulthard, has called in sick. Mandy would usually be visiting Arthur at 7 o'clock. As a result of her sickness, this event is now considered unallocated. I've called another care worker, Lisa Anderson. She's agreed to cover the 7 a.m. visit, so I'd like to be able to drag it and drop it onto her plan row. However, Plait prevents me from doing this as it knows that Lisa would not normally be available until 8 a.m. Where visits are allocated by run, we may have a similar problem. If we look at Mandy's calendar on the day when she's sick, we see she would normally cover single carer run. As a result of her sickness, there are 5 events on that run that are all unallocated. Perhaps another care worker, Tracy Abel, has agreed to cover the run for Mandy. However, Tracy is only available until 6 p.m. usually. And if we look at the run, we see there are 2 events after that time. As a result of this, any attempt to allocate Tracy to the run will be prevented. In both of these scenarios, we've already spoken to the care workers in question. They've agreed to cover the additional visits despite them falling outside of their regular availability. Of course, I could manually update Lisa and Tracy's availability for the day in question, but that needn't be necessary anymore as Plait now provides the option to do this for me automatically. To enable this option, I simply visit my organization, click Scheduling, scroll down and tick Offer to create availability. With this option enabled, the plan will now allow me to move events to a time when the care worker is not available. Let's do this with the 7 a.m. event. You see I'm now able to drop that on Lisa's row. When I release the mouse, I receive the following warning. Lisa Anderson is unavailable for this event. Would you like to make them available? If I click Cancel, the event will simply snap back where it was before and no update will be made. However, if I click Yes, the event will be allocated to Lisa with availability created to cover the full duration of the event. For the run example, it's a similar story. If I edit the run allocation, type the first few letters of the care worker who I wish to allocate it to and then a question mark, select the relevant care worker and then save, I will receive a similar warning. This time I have 2 prompts for the 6:20 p.m. event and the 7:30 p.m. event, in both cases asking me whether I would like to make Tracy available. If I say yes to all, the run is now allocated to Tracy, and if I refresh her calendar, we'll see all 5 of the events from Single Carer Run on her calendar, and a block of availability has created between 6:20 p.m. and 9 p.m. to cover the final 2 events on that run.